Hello. 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 We are back with our regularly scheduled programming. Our regularly scheduled Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Oh goodness. So a lot happened after yesterday's stream. A lot happened. We have a beautiful Uni here. But oh, oops, hold on, because a lot happened since yesterday's stream, and I would like to acknowledge everything. We gained a few new followers after last night's stream. So thank you, Zero Moot. Thank you, Ruffledew. Thank you, Null PTR. And thank you, Big Daddy King Kratos, for the follows. I did get a shout out from Ultramelon stream last night. So thank you guys for that. And I know you guys are super invested in the fan fiction, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, but I just wanted to acknowledge that first. But yes, Xenoblade. The beach episode. Beach. After Monday's stream, and just kind of off stream, I, went through challenge mode and got all the standard swimsuits, because everyone's got two, but I don't have all the challenges unlocked, so I'm not far enough in the story, I think, to get every single swimsuit, but I got the standard swimsuits. So here...
Oh, my plumage is everywhere.
Here is Uni. There's Uni, and Tyon, and Lands Noah Mio back there. Where's... Oh, there she is. There's Senna. Everyone is here. Let's show them off real quick. There's Noah. There's Mio. There's Uni. There's Tyon. And there's Lance. And there's the girl with the gall, Senna. Yep. Everyone's looking pretty spiffy in there somewhere. The classes are the same. The clothes are just different. So, and I spruced up a lot of the stuff too. So, yes. So the classes are the same, and I changed the menu here. So there we go. Last time we did some side quest, and we are what did we do last time? Oh yeah, we did stuff up here. For the Teaches Teachers quest. And I think I looked it up. I did look it up. Where is it? Where is it? It's somewhere around here. Okay. And as you can see, there's no question mark around, but if we throw Teach in the party,
ever your ally.
we should get a question mark to appear. So, yay! And we did have Mio up to rank 10 on that weapon class.
I've gathered some feedback from the new recruits. Training seems to be progressing satisfactorily.
So,
Right.
we are getting started
really
with
been
Teach's
trying to do our
Ascension
best.
quest.
Didn't realize how hard it was to hammer things into folk, though.
It's gratifying to see you acknowledge how much work I've put into it, sir.
You're just a big bag of lectures, aren't you? Either that or snide remarks.
You're such a lively bunch. I can see why you're so popular.
Also, I hope my
leaving
audio
that
is
aside for a
okay. I
moment,
never did
is
a
the
test
training going to
recording
continue?
because I was
Yes,
a
about
little bit
that.
behind getting
I
set
do
up.
believe
so
that the time to apply the finishing
hopefully
touches
everything
is
sounds
approaching.
okay.
Finishing touches? You mean...
Yes. We're going to perform large-scale maneuvers that encapsulate everything we've done so far.
Yeah? Large-scale maneuvers? Now we're talking.
Do you think they'll be up to scratch when we've completed these maneuvers, Teach?
I'd say so, especially if all of you are prepared to participate as well.
Of course. So when do we start?
Right now.
Right now.
Huh?
Actually, to be honest with you, the preparations for the maneuvers are already complete. All we need to do now is to get everyone over to the designated location, in fact.
You've got everything squared away ahead of time. Ah, that's so crafty.
You see, I anticipated that you'd reach the end of the exercises at around this point in time.
Teach can be a touch pushy sometimes.
No, I don't think so. I just have so much faith and confidence in your abilities.
At least somebody does.
Well, where should we go to get started?
Do you know Everblight Plain?
Yeah, of course. We've even been in a dust-up there, as I remember.
The new recruits have already departed for the target location. They're probably there already. I'll share the full details of the maneuvers once we've rendezvoused with the rest of the forces.
Yay! Shadow of Enmity. Alright.
Let me
So we
think.
gotta head to
The place you're
Everblight
talking
Plain.
about is...
It's Everblight
Oh.
Plain. Well then, shall we set out?
Yeah, let's go to the map. Where are we going? All the way up there. Okay, let's go. I never did come back and explore this place because there's a lot to explore here. This is actually going to be really funny in the swimsuits, not gonna lie.
Everyone present and correct. Then I'll proceed with the mission briefing. Before we start, please turn your attention upward for a moment.
Upward? Oh!
A number of containers arranged by me for the purpose of this maneuver have just this moment made landfall.
Foots, Zakir, and Kyrie. Your squads will get to the containers and recover the contents. Quick as you can.
What about us?
You're going to be acting as an enemy. You'll do whatever you can to prevent the recruits from performing the recovery.
So we're basically playing like cops and
We're
robbers?
fighting against Neil's crew. But we'll get pulped.
Nah, you'll be fine.
Oh, please. No need to make quite such a fuss about it. This is simply a training exercise.
Yeah, I mean, the big boys aren't gonna go full tilt at us newbies, surely.
Surely, right?
You three, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say. Whatever opponent you may face, I forbid you to belittle or think ill of them. From the moment you raise your blade against theirs, you must project every ounce of your power when you fight. In that way, you do an honor to your opponent.
Honor?
If you
show
do
respect.
not offer that honor to your opponent, then all that remains is the shadow of enmity. If pure power is the only prize of battle, then
This is the name of
surely
the
this
quest, guys.
war will never end. For the most sacred duty of every soldier is this: to stamp out evil at its source.
Busting out the big words as usual.
That's our teach for ya.
Neo and companions, do not hold back. Bring your full strength to bear on your juniors.
All right. We'll do our level best to assume the role of
Everyone's
enemy.
just in their swimsuits.
Very well.
That's so funny.
Squads, to your positions. Wait for the designated start time. Iris communication is forbidden from this point. That is all. Disperse.
Yay. Yay.
It's time. We should commence with our battle plans as well.
Okay.
Huh?
That's
Teach?
suspicious.
What is it?
I just had the feeling I was being watched. A trick of the mind, perhaps.
Come on, let's get out there and grab these containers, yeah? The rookies are gonna beat us to it.
Yes, indeed. We elders need to demonstrate a bit of spirit.
Roger. Starting mission.
Gotta show him what's what. Oh, who's that? That's odd. We are being watched. This way. This is closest. Whee! I still find it so funny how we're doing all this and we're posing as the bad guys, quote unquote,
Hey, over
while
there.
we're
That lot's in
in
trouble.
our swimsuits. It's so funny to me.
Hard-headed, aren't they?
And Uni has guns while in a swimsuit. I don't think she needs them. How did I die? Alright, I guess that's fine. That's fine too. At least the clothes don't matter in terms of like your stats and stuff like it did in the first game. And even the second game to an extent, because all like the fancy clothes were add like stats, had like, you know, stats abilities to them. There we go, now we're getting it. Some beach episode. We're not even on a beach. What the heck is up with that? This is not the beach episode I had in mind. Sure. Swimsuits! Swimsuit time!
Check out what I've got in mind.
Sure. I'll leave it to Uni. What was Teach's thing again? Being chosen grants 10 TP to all active characters except self. Okay. He's dazed. Okay. That's cool. Tie on, I guess. I don't think I have any kind of burst on anybody. So. No. If you were just toppled, I would launch you, but you're not launched. You are dazed. Oh man, what a wild ride yesterday was. Oh, I still can't believe I read my own fanfiction that I wrote years and years ago out loud for people to hear. No, 7% damages HP. Oh, I'm not sure. Let's go with Teach. This is his moment. Oh man. Oh goodness. You know what? Let's do that. It's been a while since I had Teach in the party. Oh yeah, you've got that class. You got the Strategos. That high crit, let's go. Yeah, we're just gonna do some side questing again. We might get back to the main story. I don't know yet. I didn't really plan it out. I just knew we were gonna do Teach's Ascension quest today. I think it'd be really funny if we do manage to get to the...
I've got an idea.
I want a tie-on!
How's this? All right.
Alright, fine. Okay. Alright, game. Game, do whatever you want.
More where that came from.
Alright. We'll just bump it up. Maybe we can get Tion's order, because I'm sure we can complete it. As long as the other healer doesn't come back. Okay, cool.
I used my thinking muscles for this one.
Hit them where they least expect.
I think the one thing I didn't do was go through Sultry, Ouroboros stuff.
This should be our plan of
I
attack.
think that's the one thing I didn't do. Yeah, start with lands. Because he can't end it because of the cat. And now... and boom. Let's go. Oh man. Also, we've done a lot of side questing so far. So it's about time we could possibly get back to the main story too, so...
I want to go with this. I'll make this one.
Alright, let's go. Ooh, Senna. Senna hasn't really been in a while, so let's, pop her in. Alright, now... land. I guess we got the overkill a while back. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice when we got the overkill. Tyon. Oh, I meant to do fierce damage. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. The Noah. Sorry. Look at them in their beachwear. Look at them. Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't do was go through Sultry, Ouroboros. I forgot about that. It's fine.
Thanks for helping us out there, I guess.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no worries.
Considering we're meant to be your enemy, I'm not sure help is the right word.
Even so, we couldn't just leave them to get mown down there, could we?
Nah.
Chaos reigns supreme on the field of battle. Let this be a lesson to you.
Also, chaos reigns supreme in my streams.
Huh? Aren't you guys in Kyrie's squad?
Yeah,
Kyrie.
that's right.
So, where's Kyrie?
Good question. Where is she?
She's not here. I guess she's gotten lost, as usual.
Okay.
Life's compass is never set on a single course.
Huh? So she wandered off again?
That's our Kyrie.
What should we do, Teach?
Kyrie.
Do you want us to look for her?
No. Let's leave it to them. This too is a part of the training.
Roger that. I'll try on then. Though, to be honest, I don't fancy my chances.
Ugh. Oh no, what happened to Kyrie? Oh, there she is.
Namaki! Anyone? Anyone there?
That's not good.
I picked up great loss, didn't I? So what now? No, I can't just stay here. It's getting worse. I need to step up to the plate. Be more like Mio.
Uh-oh, that's not great. That is not great. Something weird was
I
happening.
hope Kyrie's all right.
That way. Gotta go find the other squad people. Let's follow the smoke. Follow the smoke.
Do exactly as I say.
You want me to lead?
Sure. We'll put Senna out in front. I remember when the swimsuits first got revealed, people were a little upset with Senna's. It was mostly artists who were upset with Senna's because it's like, now where do her lines go? Her little glowy lines, where do they go? It is kind of funny to me that people were upset over that. But I mean, I think this suits everyone.
Too much to hope they'd let us slip by.
Alright. Well, let's, fight, I guess. So, we're playing the bad, we're pretending to be bad guys. Alright, Uni, what are you doing dead? What is Uni doing dead? Come on. Alright, so... yeah, and I spruced up a little bit, I didn't really spruce it up, I, edited my follower goal a little bit. If we hit 50 followers, we'll, read the sequel to When It Rains. Because, apparently people liked it so much, and they want more, and there is a sequel to it. So if we hit 50 followers, we're gonna read the sequel. I'll try to plan it better than reading the first one. I'll try to plan it better. It'll probably be 2 streams. Do half of it in the first stream and then the second half in the next stream.
All units, retreat, double quick.
So...
Considering the state of play,
hello, Ultra Christy.
Indeed. Zakir's going to be
And
a
during
solid addition
yesterday's
to the
stream,
force, thanks to your
as a
instruction.
follower goal of mine, I read
it's down to their superb
fan fiction
teamwork
that
as much as
I
anything.
wrote when I was 16 years old. And it was a K-pop
Can't
fan
wait to see
fiction,
what
and
we
it was
got.
a self-insert fan
Shouldn't
fiction.
give the others a chance to
And then if
regroup.
we
Let's just
hit
flag
my
it
new
and skedaddle.
follower goal of 50 followers, there is a sequel
Seems
to
you're
it.
relishing your
And
roles
so
as the
we'll read
bad
it
guys.
if we hit
Good
that goal.
casting by me.
So that's what's happening. Can I open? That's not a thing I can open. That's cool. Alright, let's move on. And also because I've been reading old fan fiction, I've read other fan fiction that I have wrote just in my own time. Some of it's still pretty cringe. It's still pretty cringe, but some is a little better than When It Rains, the one I read on stream. So... oh, goodness. Some is better than others, I guess. I mean, just 16-year-old me was just a different breed. Ugh. I
I'll
guess.
take point.
Sure, we'll be Noah. You'll be Noah. Noah. Hey, you need a leader? I know a guy. Oh, that was awful. That was so awful. Alright.
We'll get some good use out of this.
I mean, 16-year-old me was pretty cringe too. That is absolutely fair.
What? There's no one here. Are we the first?
Huh? That sucks. What an anticlimax. Oh well. Let's recover the container.
Yeah, no,
Not
basically
so
that fan
fast.
fiction I wrote was like,
Oh, well,
every single trope I knew at the time, I just put it in there.
We're surrounded.
Because I just thought it was cool.
seems.
You thought us
But
rookies
no,
were
not
gonna be a
really.
pushover, didn't you?
It was
Well.
cringe.
Joke's on you now.
Fork it over.
Walk
We've
it
got
over.
a full head of steam over here.
But
And
all
you're
of my
gonna get
forks are in
all
the
of it.
dishwasher right now.
Sorry.
Just how I like it. Come at us, mudders. Nothing like a chump with a death wish.
Alright, let's go. Alright, I'll beat you guys. I'll beat you guys in our swimsuits. And I didn't even realize how much fanfiction that I wrote. And there was also a lot of, like, others, too, that I never posted. So there's a lot unfinished work, and then there's a lot, of stuff that's not published. So, since people seem to like me reading my own fanfiction, maybe we'll read something unpublished. I don't know. I mean, all of my unpublished stuff is not finished, but it's fine. Alright, you're over here. Let's beat you! Punch, punch, punch. Ah, I punched you. That was basically a falcon punch. Falcon punch.
Snuff it! I think we stuffed here.
You really
think?
handed it to us. We're gonna have to call it quits.
You really lost to a group of
Hey, don't think of it like that.
delinquents
You drew
who
a pretty
are
sharp line in the sand there.
chilling in their swimsuits.
Right. And I'd say that means you've still got room to grow. So don't let up now.
That means a lot.
Well, guess we'll be yoinking the container then. Unless you rookies got another round in
Be
you.
yoinking it.
No, I know when I'm beat.
You sure about that? I thought you liked a bit of hard sparring, even more than strength training.
Senna's still bitter.
You still bitter about that, Senna?
Oh, Senna.
Excellent.
Oh, I love
Your
you,
duty
Senna.
is fulfilled, and admirably at that. Let's return to the original rendezvous point.
Oh, there's Kyrie again.
Oh, that's weird. I thought it was round here. Oh, did I go off in the wrong direction again?
Probably.
Oh. No, I can't have. Everything's totally fine. Nothing to worry about. Oh. Ah! A Bessie soldier! What am I gonna do? Ah!
That's not good.
Ah!
Ugh. Okay. Well, let's, well, something happened to Kyrie. That's not good. Hopefully she's okay. Maybe she's okay. Maybe, you know what? Maybe she's fine. Maybe she's perfectly fine in the end, you know? Hopefully she didn't die. Or anything. I don't know. I mean, I think she's okay. She'll be fine, right?
Everyone, thank you for your perseverance.
You're welcome.
In these maneuvers, you showed quality, doggedness, and grit in the pursuit of excellence.
But we've got to face it. We got trashed.
Hey, don't be down on yourself. You proved you got the right stuff, yeah?
The amount of pressure and problems you gave us, I'd say that's pretty promising for new recruits.
While the leader of each squad is present, there's something I'd like to announce.
I guess I'll have to stand in for Kyrie. We haven't found her yet.
What?
I guess we'll need to mount a proper search for her.
Sheesh. She's a real test of patience, that one.
Just a little bit.
Yes. Teach speaking.
So, you're calling yourself Teach now? Interesting.
What? Who?
But that's not all that's interesting. For example, What became of that soldier of yours? The one blindly wandering around the battlefield back there. Where is she now?
What have you done with Kyrie? You'd better not have hurt her.
It's all down to you now, Teach. You better start the search for her. Seek help from your comrades
No.
then. Bring your reinforcements. It makes no difference to me. But hear this. I won't let you escape.
Forgive me, but I cannot follow your meaning. You aren't making a shred of sense.
A clue. Remember Kai. Think of me as a ghost from your past.
The ghost of Christmas
Teach?
past. Oh,
What just
shoot,
happened?
we're not quite to
Is
Christmas
something
yet.
up with Kyrie?
It appears that Kyrie has been abducted by a mysterious party.
Abducted? But who would...
I don't know yet. I sense a Kavesi hand in this, or perhaps...
Well, we'd better get out there and help her.
No. Kyrie is my responsibility. Please lead the troops back to the colony.
Hey, come on.
Commander, don't worry about us. We'll be okay.
We may be a bunch of rookies, but I think we can get ourselves back to the colony in one piece. Commander, sir!
Zuno, Foots, but...
Commander, I also think that might be the best course of action. We just slow you down. But if you take Noah and the others, you've got a much better chance of finding Kyrie.
Spot, guys.
Understood. You're right. Take yourselves back to the colony. Everyone, listen up. I'm going to have to ask you to assist in the search for Kyrie.
We were here for that from the start, Commander. Let's find Kyrie.
That means we're gonna have to find a way to search this vast expanse. It'll be tough.
Perhaps it won't be so tough. I've already formed a broad concept of Kyrie's current location.
Oh,
Huh?
all right, you're
Really?
on the ball.
Rotswoe Battlescar is the site of an ancient battlefield in the west of Everblight Plain. I surmise that Kyrie is deep within that zone.
How come you're so certain, Teach?
Time is short. I'll explain on the way.
Commander, please bring Kyrie back safely.
On my honor, I swear it. And
I
you
think
must promise to
something's
be
up with
vigilant
Teach
until
here.
you've safely returned home. We have to get to Rotswoe Battlescar. I must find Kyrie.
All right.
Kyrie,
How do
please
you
be
know all of
okay.
this, Teach? Those dudes are level 16. I don't want to mess with them. Oh, there's a the high ether thingy.
I think we've got an
Or
ether
ether
sphere.
sphere. Nah, I'm not really worried about it because I don't know how to feel about Eno, but it's fine. All right. What's the flag? What's up, Teach?
There's something I need to tell you about before we proceed.
Is
You
it
tell.
to do with why you knew where Kyrie was?
That's right. You see, I have an idea that our mysterious opponent's true target is myself.
So then, he only snatched Kyrie to you?
Exactly. Took her as nothing more than a hostage to lure me out. Considering this angle, the pieces start to fit together.
Oh, the classic.
Commander, does this mean that you know the identity of our opponent here?
Not for certain, but I have a hypothesis. And if that hypothesis is correct, then Kyrie should be just up ahead.
So, what is it then?
Cause and effect.
What? Something you did in the past?
A colossal struggle took place on the battlefield a long time ago. Keves and Agnes lost countless lives in that battle. In the end, both sides were annihilated. Afterwards, it was said that the ones that let loose the dogs of war were Colony Kai, that this slaughter was their doing. Remember Kai, they said.
Of course. I've read the tales of that battle too. But what does that have to do with all this?
We'll need to save Kyrie if we're to truly untangle the whole of this intrigue.
Well, whatever the truth of the matter, one thing doesn't change. We need to save her.
But if I'm right, I need to put an end to this for good. Stamp out evil at its source. Or otherwise. Kyrie, please, be safe.
I'm sure she's fine. I'm sure she's fine.
To think I would return here of all
Oh,
places.
hey.
Teach?
Alright. Just gonna come this way, I guess.
I'll do my best.
Not sure it'll be Mio. I mean, she was the one that inherited Teach's class to begin with, so yeah, let's be Mio. Oh, hello, who's this?
Kyrie!
Commander
Kyrie?
Teach!
Are you alright? Are you injured?
I can't stand. I'm sorry.
You're in one piece at least. Something to be thankful for.
Yes, it looks like we've narrowly avoided the very worst outcome. But
who is this? Who is this guy?
The way you talk, the way you act, it's as if you're a different person.
You know, maybe he is a different person. I don't know.
Or do my eyes deceive me? No. You knew the meaning of this place. It must be you.
Are you alone? Do you have allies?
Look at that Veronis. The last bit of life burning within its flame clock is mine.
Oh.
This is where my friends died, slaughtered to the last, by the hand of Colony Kai Commander, the man dubbed the All-Slayer.
The All-Slayer?
You're a survivor of that battle.
That's right. Just like him.
I can understand well what it is you want, but why act in this way?
Luring you in with this little nobody, you mean? If I hadn't taken such measures, you would have gotten away from me. Just that you'd given me the slip by changing your identity, running from the past.
I know that I can never escape my past, not ever. But I chose a different path. I chose to live with the past as a burden I must bear.
What did you do, Teach?
A wonderfully convenient use of logic. Do you suppose it will persuade the dry and dusty bones of the dead? Enough of your sophistry and lies! This is the purpose I lived for. Why I endured the pain of being the final survivor of my people. Well, it's all about to come to end. I will kill you as an offering to my friends!
Okay.
It seems you're bent on fighting me. What if there were another way?
I mean, there's gotta be.
Please, enough. You dare to despise me, to look down upon me as a worm, an insect. I'm not the weakling you think I am. At least I don't throw away my friends like spent trash. I'll kill you.
I mean, being thrown away by friends does suck.
You'll see. Oh, you'll see.
Teach! Be careful. That's no regular Kavesi soldier.
Your death is long overdue, Oleg!
Oleg? Was that his name before? Oleg, huh? Alright. Come on, give me the aggro guy. Avenger. He's just Avenger. Oh, he blocked it. That's rude. So this guy apparently has a history with Teach. Now he punched me. That's rude. That was absolutely rude. No, don't aggro Uni. You want me. You want me, dude. Come on. Aha. Nice, Uni. Nice. Way to get smashed. Oh, he's doing okay. He's invincible. What the heck, dude? Come on. Come on, bro. Come on. Yep, alright. Come on, dude.
What's the matter, Oleg? Is this all the strength you can muster?
Is it?
Your hope, your desire is to kill. That being so, there is no meaning in our fighting. Just do what you will now.
You mean to insult me even now? Fighting a weakling like me isn't worth the effort, is that it?
No, you're wrong. You don't understand at all.
Fight! Fight like you fought my allies! Like you crushed life from their bodies! Show me your true nature! Your fangs! Kill me, Oleg! Crush me!
No.
Coward! I won't stop, not until I bring the red mist down upon you. If it takes laying down this rookie's corpse to get a rise out of you, I'll do it.
Hey, I'm no rookie.
What?
Yeah, don't mess with Kyrie.
Kyrie?
Huh? Hey! When'd she get back up?
Kyrie, if you're back on your feet, escape while you can. No, I won't run away. I'll fight by your side with all of you.
Don't be a fool.
I'm not. I'm doing what the commander told us to do. Do honor to your opponent. Fight them with every ounce of your strength.
Dang, Kyrie.
Kyrie, you're...
That's why we fight. Me, you, Mio, Commander, all of us. I am a warrior of Colony Gamma.
You tell him, Kyrie.
She's right. I forgot the very thing I told my students to guard in their hearts. It was me that lacked maturity, that hadn't grasped the basic truth. Certainly your technique, it's amazing. It's only natural. You've applied yourself to discipline which forces you to stare death in the face.
I mean, I've also stared death in the face.
Since you've borne that burden,
I did
ought to
Pokemon
fight
Nuzlocke.
you with my whole strength and spirit.
Oh,
To meet your
goodness.
passion, I will unbind my darkest arts. Kyrie, please, lend me your powers.
Gotta raise your
Roger
arms
that,
up, like
Commander.
like
I'll give it
Goku,
everything.
Spirit Bomb. You know,
As
lend
you
me
wish.
your power.
More kindling for the Carnival of Carnage.
Okay, Carnival of Carnage sounds really cool.
Show me these darkest of arts, Oleg. Teach me what you mean.
Okay. Teaches all Slayer art has been unlocked. Ooh! It can nullify Avengers' complete defense from critical vengeance. Alright.
No escape.
That's kind of neat. Forgot about that. Alright. So Teach gets a new art from this. That's nice. Alright, come on. Let's dance, dude. So, Teach used to be, ruthless, apparently. Ow. I died. That's a little rude. Oh, he's toppled. He's toppled. He's dazed. I don't have a talent art. Nope, no. Dang it. He broke it again. Dang it. Couldn't get the burst off in time. I tried. I almost had it. Oh, he evaded, he evaded, he evaded, he evaded. Come on. Come on. there we go. Now we're hitting them. Now we're hitting them again. Noah? Are you good, Noah? Come on. Oh man, come on. You die. That is not good. Okay. Teach, what are you doing dead? Senna's down. I'm down. Alright. Senna's. Okay. Everyone's alive. Yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, everyone's alive. I'm gonna gun for Uni and Ty. Tyon has 666 health. Tyon has 666 health. What is happening? Am I on it? No, he resisted the break. That's great. Heal on hit. Every little bit of healing I can definitely use. I'm going for the high crit rate. Because that's just nice, I think. I would love to... I don't know if you can get Alexandria's Ascension quest yet. I know there's a lot of stuff you've got to do before getting access to it. And it's kind of dumb, honestly. Great. Nice. Just uppercut. It's basically sure you can. That was bad. Okay, yeah, heal up time a bit. That's great. I don't have any of the aggro. What is up with that? Come on, Mio. The swimsuit. Oh, goodness. Alright. Let's go. Nope, resisted it again. Okay. Yes. Physical defense down. Nope, that didn't work. He resisted all of that. Alright, you know what? Fine. Let's clock in some damage. Okay, Noah. Nice. Alright, let's go. Brilliant Ascension. I didn't do a whole lot, but I got Yuki! What in good lord. Yuki, what'd you... Alright, come on. Come on. Down. It's unblockable. No! Alright. This is not going well. At least we got got an extra healer with helping revive people, so there he is. I need some healing, that'd be great. Alright. This healing would be good right about now. Who got launched? Mio got launched. Uh-oh. Mio's down. Mio, what are you doing dead? Oh no! This is not good. Noah. Uni. Where is she? Okay, Peach has her. No, Peach is down. Chain attack. Got another chain attack. Let's do it. I think we can do it this time. Chain attack heals 100% damage as HP up to
Leave it to uni.
You know what? Let's go with Mio. Let's go with Mio. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Keeps resisting all of my attacks. Dang it! Healing's always great. Healing's always good. My attacks aren't working because I don't have the aggro. Come on, Mio. I mean, granted, Mio is my only defender. So... Come on.
I used my thinking muscles for this one.
I just thought of a great idea.
You know what? Yeah, thinking muscles. Let's go with Lanza's thinking muscles. There we go. Alright. I mean, weirdly enough, I still have, Lance as a healer. He's been a healer for a while now, which is still kind of weird. Alright, Mio's back in. Alright, I'm gonna, this should be fine. Give some TP to Noah and Mio. I think this should be okay. Yeah, we're good. Mio! Resisted it? Stop resisting my stuff! Come on! That was a camera angle. That was a camera angle. Oh my goodness. Just right on Noah's butt. Really? Really, game? Just right up on there? There's the overkill. Now we're good. Oh man. You know, this game kind of amazes me sometimes. I mean, granted, I'm the one that chose to put him all in their swimsuit, so... I guess I have no one to blame but myself. Nice. Yay. That was a lot harder than I thought it would be. Maybe it's just the way I have my classes arranged. Alright. Well.
Is this it then? Is this the end for me? Your past will always haunt you. I want you to live. Live on in my pain. Mere death is not your fate.
I will remember these words forever, until my dying day.
You there, Agnian.
Me?
I said you were a rookie. A nobody. I take it all back.
Oh, Kyrie.
You're strong. Much stronger than I could ever.
Oh.
Well, there he goes.
Mio, I need to ask you a favor.
You don't even have to ask.
You want me to see him off, don't you?
That's right. Thank you.
Just appeared out of nowhere.
Thank you. Perhaps now his soul will find some respite.
Yeah. I hope so too.
Please, allow me to thank you once again. If you hadn't backed me up today, who knows what could have happened.
Oh, you're welcome.
Teach, don't mention it. We did exactly what we had to.
Kyrie, you acquitted yourself very well in battle. You've made true progress.
Really? I was really useful to you.
No, Kyrie.
Yeah. I'm seeing you in a whole new light now, Kyrie. You're a credit to the Agnian Force.
Wow. I'm so happy to hear you say that, Mio. Feeling a little dizzy now.
Teach, I need to ask. Just who are you exactly?
That's what I want to know.
The Kavesi soldier was calling you Oleg.
Oleg.
That was a name that used to ring out in Agnes too. A commander whose martial prowess was nigh unmatched. According to the official records, Oleg fell in battle. Anika. If what that soldier said was true, then you're...
A zombie. Oh.
Tyon, it's wise of you to press me on this matter. But you must forgive me. I'm afraid I cannot tell you any more about that name.
Okay, that's
Is
fair.
that because we haven't earned your trust?
No, it isn't that. It's something else. I am bound to a promise, an oath.
An oath?
To impart wisdom to those who will succeed us, to teach them of strength and the tenets of battle. That this humble wish should spark, we pledged never to divulge the secrets of the past. That's the oath that I took with Consul G.
Consul G? The same Consul G that we took down?
By way of that oath, Consul G gave me a new name and a new role as an educator.
But why would you be forbidden from talking about the past?
Because you see, I have no right to do so. However many words I expend talking about the past, they would be nothing more than a collection of empty excuses. I'd merely be setting down the burden of the past in the hope of being forgiven. So, the council strictly forbade it. I must preserve my oath, as long as I draw breath.
I see. But this must be a huge weight for you to carry. I mean, you can't share your worries or your troubles with anyone.
Teach. About the past. Are you also against us trying to find out about it?
No. Of course, you are not bound by oath. Just as I have no right to divulge the past, I have no right to obstruct those seeking the truth either. If you want to uncover the past, that is a matter for you and you alone.
Hey, sorry, mate. I kind of lost the thread a bit there.
Perhaps we can revisit that another time.
It's getting on. The others must really be stewing in their juices about Kyrie.
You're right. Let's get back and let them know she's safe.
Roger that, Mio.
Please, go ahead without me. I'll catch you up.
I understand.
Dang, there was a lot to Teach's past. Never would have pegged him for having a dark past. But I guess here we are. Right. Yay. Level cap broken. All Slayer Oleg. New topic available. Oh god.
So that's the state of affairs.
There's a container all the way up there. Alright, let's go get it. So that was quite the side quest. Is there a way to get it from oh.
It shouldn't have fallen far. Let's try looking.
Oh, no. How do I get up there? How do I get up there? How do? So we finished Peach's quest. Is there something over here that I need to climb up? Maybe? No? Yes? Maybe? I really don't know. Now I'm stuck. Now I am stuck. I am 100% stuck. That was great. I managed to get myself stuck. It sucks that the only skip travel marker for Everblight Plain is here for now. Let's actually explore. There should be something off that way, I think. Okay, well, there's that container. That's where we were. Okay. We weren't too far off, I don't think. Yeah.
No one's gonna mind if just yoink the stuff.
Yeah, let's yoink the stuff. Container's locked. Alright, I guess these wolves are guarding it. I guess we'll defeat them. I guess we'll take these guys out. And then we'll see. Then we'll see what's in this container. Yeah, I never really pegged Teach for the guy with the dark past, but it's always the guys you least expect.
I'm the girl with the gall.
Let's go.
Time, let's open it.
This all right?
And Senna just uses one arm because that's just Senna. some stuff over this way. So let's see what's around here. I know there is a Hulk in this area, in Everblight Plain. It's one that you can miss. I don't want to deal with you guys.
What do we do?
Okay,
I hope Kyrie's alright.
yeah, I'm sure Kyrie's
Kyrie's
fine.
a stout-hearted soldier. Have faith in her.
Where is this thing at? Okay, there's that container. That T-Chad. How do I get up there? I have a lot of questions. I guess we'll figure it out. I mean, at least it's raining, kind of, so... Maybe I'd have to get up there the old-fashioned way? Maybe? I don't know. Probably not. Or yes? No? Yes, no? No. There's not really a way to really climb up there. Maybe it's through this way. Because there was a ledge with a climbable thing up there. So I'm just trying to find my way over there. There we go. There it is. I found it. They're all level 60. They're all level 60. A battle scar Hulk.
Whoa, visitors.
Yep, they're 60. I can give it an attempt. I might have to come back later if they're all just gonna get. I already died. That's par for the course, really. And Uni died. That's great. So, yeah. This guy's toppled. Is someone gonna revive Uni or not? Alright, let's just do this. AoE. AoE is great. 7? There's 7 of these things. Oh, good lord, why did I decide to do this? Well, I guess here we are. Romeo's down. We'll do this. This is not good. This is never any good. He's down. Up. Me. Chain attack. Panic chain attack.
You think this plan might work?
Okay. You're on the side. Is it gonna work? Nope, you resisted it. Because of course you did. Because resisting breaks are the name of the game, apparently. Let's get some healing in. Healing is also good. Got the aggro, so that's good. Okay. Let's go. I don't think I've ever once mentioned the jiggle physics in this game. The only thing I'll say is they're not as bad as they are in 2. The jiggle physics were pretty bad in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I mean, they're prominent here, but they're really not that bad compared to 2. So, yeah. Oh, I got the break. Nice. A rock hard rope pull. Alright, bud. Cool.
How's this for a plan?
Let's do it, Uni. It's broken. I'll get the topple in a second. Since Lance has the topple art, I'm probably just gonna keep that on him for a while because I really like the topple art. Ike days. Yeah, let's get the overkill and daze him. Nice. Uni. Yay, Uni. I also don't have my usual green tea today. I instead have a Pepsi because I ran out of green tea yesterday and could not get to the store. So I've got Pepsi today. We are rocking the Pepsi. Oh, I conquered it. Cool. There's still monsters near the place. Where are they? Oh, they're you guys. Oh god, I guess I gotta go up, huh? Alright.
Listen for my orders. Just shout them so I can hear you.
Well, I guess we're doing it. Hello. What's up, buddy? You're pretty colorful. I like your colors. Oh, me broken. In the broken. Don't have my topple art yet. Can I get it now? Topple. No, it didn't work. Alright. Oh, I died. That's not a great sign. That is never a great sign. Okay. There's so much happening right now. I'm missing this thing. Oh, now he's toppled. Ow! Probably not the greatest idea to just do that. Yep, I'm dead. Yep. It was the flying guys that got me. Are you serious? Are you serious? Alright, fine. I mean, I was doing okay. I was doing an okay job. So, maybe we got some hope. Maybe we got some hope. Okay. So, hopefully we can do this.
Listen for my orders. Standing by and good to go.
Alright, they see us now. Come on. Oh, we gotta fight all of them again? That's horrible. Dang it. Kind of makes me a little upset. I'm targeted on the guy. Targeted on the flying guy. Doesn't make a lick of sense. I mean, if I die here again, I'm just gonna come back. Now that I know where it's at the very least. At least Uni has that art, but it doesn't really do me any good if everyone's just gonna die immediately. Yeah, I gotta do them all over again. Alright, fine. I'll just come back later. I'll just come back later and do it. Okay. Nope, nope. Didn't get to. I was mashing the button. Alright, fine. Never mind. I'll just... Yeah, I'll just head back. What's that? Teaches Teachers. Alright, let's finish up Teaches Teachers. Because we needed to do Teaches Ascension quest to make headway on that. So, properly speaking, this is the part where I suppose the praise to newbie, or I'm supposed to praise the newbies' effort and bring the exercise to a close. But it looks like they're of the same opinion as me. Mio, Senna, Tyon, and our dear Kavesi allies. Your teaching has made them full-fledged soldiers and unparalleled people. Overcoming the spent antagonism toward former enemies, you sincerely faced each other from the same place, and made the right path plain to them. You've burdened yourselves with the concerns of Colony Gamma, namely, the cultivation of the next generation. All of us wish to thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You're welcome. The effect you've had on Gamma will probably spread to the other colonies too. The effect may be a drop in the ocean, but in this world of raging and ceaseless war. But we can all be proud of the ripples that this tiny yet significant step will send out. We hold you in the highest esteem, Ouroboros. Aww, they appreciate us. Yay, and we're all in our swimsuits. It just makes it even funnier. Yay, quest complete! We completed Teaches Teachers. Yay! Quests. Let's deactivate that one. Alright. Let's talk about Oleg. Let's talk about it.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Alright, let's discuss it. All Slayer
Come round for a
Oleg.
second.
What's up with this? So here's a story from a few years ago. Back then, Colony Kai was renowned as Agnes's preeminent military power. They cut down their enemies to the last, hunting down all the escapees and stragglers without mercy. In a word, vicious. Colony Kai were an unstoppable force, and their rise through the ranks was inexorable. Everyone knew they were bound for gold, but they never reached it? Correct. According to their battle records, Kai was achieving startling results. But the numbers of their friendly casualties were also rising in direct proportion. So what? They were sacrificing people to win? I'm surprised they managed to keep that up for long. They were winowing their troops. As a result, only the strongest fighters survived. No enemy could stand against Kai, whose ranks were composed solely from grizzled veterans. They were utterly trampled. Without mercy, yeah? No mercy for their foes, and none to their allies either. In their view, only might made right. Such was Colony Kai, under Commander Oleg. Oleg, huh? But in the end, it was unsubstantiable, right? Right. The end came during the battle at Rotswo Battlescar, where Kai completely annihilated several opposing colonies. According to the records, Oleg was also killed in that battle. But then... Oleg. That's Teach's real name. Thinking back to it now, the commander did always try to instill us in a certain caution towards power. He may have been trying to warn us against the mistake he made himself made back when he was still Oleg. Teach did say it was up to us to decide how to act. Now that we've learned the truth, this doesn't change my thoughts on him. Whatever his past, Teach is our ally. More than that, he's our friend. Friendship, friendship, friendship. What do you guys think? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Can't have too many strong mates. Same here. I don't mind too much. Other people's pasts are frankly none of my business. I believe the commander has been trying to reckon with his past in his own way. Only he can do it. Commander Teach was always kind to me and Mio when we moved there from Colony Theta. It wouldn't be right to doubt him now. I trust the commander. I'm with Senna on this. Looks like we're all agreed in fact. Yeah, it's as Tyon said, Teach's actions are now up to him. But if he needs our help again, just like before, we'll be there to support him in a heartbeat. Of course, as real friends and allies should. Yay! Because, it doesn't matter what someone's past is, as long as they, don't repeat the same mistakes they have in the past, as long as they've shown that they've learned from mistakes in the past, then they're fine. Also, it was mentioned that, he had an All Slayer. That probably would explain why I, have had trouble. Power multiplier 500%? Wow. And a 50% chance to ignore defense. Nice. So... Hold on. What? Okay. Okay. Alright. 16, 12. Yeah, now that we've busted the cap, Tyon can just keep going. That's cool with me. Alright, you know what? We're gonna do some menuing here. I'm so sorry. I'm going to apologize in advance for the repetitive voice clips you're about to hear. Okay. Alright, let's see. Greatly boosts damage dealt when ally is down, has low HP. Critical hit rate. I'd rather take crit.
You found power.
No, maybe it won't be that bad, because I can't do much. You have 139. Where are you at? Not enough SP, of course, right? Not enough SP. Not enough SP. I can get that.
I got a new trick up my sleeve.
Yeah. Alright. This is the one that I want.
A new power, eh?
Damn it. It's an unlearned skill, though. grants a large increase to damage dealt, max 500% for each buff active on all allies. That's what makes Uni's Ouroboros form pretty great.
A new power, eh?
Nope. Okay. Anything I can get here?
More to add to the playbook?
Okay. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. Lands, what can we get for you? Ray of Punishment, boosted. Set an impact on a topple. Let's up the topple. Boost attack.
Check out this sick new skill!
Alright, what do we have? Attack plus. Own combo reaction boost. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Anything else we can do here? Increase attack by 75. What did we have? We had this one. 5% chance to reflect enemy attack. Is there anything else that we've gotten? Boost attack by 20%. 100% resistance to combos and reactions while art is active. Reduce damage taken by allies and fixed rate. You know what? Let's get 75. 20%.
Hey, try this out for size.
Yeah, let's boost attack on Senna. I think that'd be good. Alright, Senna, is there anything else you can grab? Not enough SP, of course. That's your launch enhance. Not enough SP, of course. Yeah, let's boost the launch.
Whoa, new power.
Not enough SP. Okay. I think arts. Already upgraded. Alright, I think arts are fine. What about skills? Oh. How? Yeah, I don't have the skills. Yeah, that's the one that I need. I don't have that. Oh, I can get that.
A new power,
Okay.
eh?
Yeah, 220, okay. So now, yep, alright, cool. Okay, I think we're good to go for now. So, what should we do now? I don't think there's really much else. At least not here that we can really do at the moment. There's a lot of quests around, but I don't really want to do those. Let's, you know what? Yeah, let's, I think we're gonna continue on, because I didn't really have anything else planned for side quests. At least not for now. And we can get back to the main story, because there's other hero quests. There's another hero quest to obtain a hero up here in a second. Oh! Shock to the system egg seeds. Okay, they're over here. You know, maybe I'll come back and do that. Probably off stream I'll gather them up and then come back and we'll finish the quest. Now that I know where to find them. Alright. And yes, we're still in our swimsuits. We'll be in the swimsuit for the rest of the episode. The stream. Oh my goodness. My brain. first of all, Hope's Rest was down this way, I think.
Yes, Uni's the boss.
Uni's the boss. I don't trust Uni being the boss, but sure, why not? Why not? Uni can be the boss.
Valuable.
Was there a landmark for Hope's Rest, or was it just a location? But it was also like a cutscene at the same time, so I'm not entirely sure. Well, I guess we'll find out. The chunk of the sword. Yeah, Hope's Rest, it's just a location, okay. Just to come back here and like look at the scenery. God, look at this place.
Good thing we found this.
Yep, and that's where the city used to be, as we learned in that cutscene. And the sword. I'm gonna change my hero while I'm thinking about it.
I go wherever you go.
I can use another defender in my party, so even though I got 2 lone exiles now, Ashira is great, and I love her. Oop, shiny. Unless yeah, shiny, shiny, shiny.
These are lying around everywhere.
Yeah. There's Agnes Castle. Alright, let's go. Yay, we're moving on to the main story! It's been a week or 2? It's been a minute, so... It's been a hot minute since we've been to the main story, so... But, really, Chapter 6 is a good time to really go through and do some side questing. Because, really, Chapter 6 is kind of short. But a lot of stuff opens up after Chapter 6. So, again, great time to do some side questing. I think I saw, like a quest guide, for Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and it recommends you wait until after doing, Mio's side story, and then you can do,
I've gotta say, the hair really suits you, Mimi.
Thanks. I thought it'd feel strange at first, but it's actually quite okay.
and then you can do,
So much to see, huh?
and then you can go off and do side quests after you do, Mio's side story. But I just kind of did it in this order, so here we go.
So I just pulled it free.
No, I mean Lucky 7? Well, seem like it.
It's not changed one bit.
Well, obviously. Shape just cosmetic.
Pardon?
People and Ouroboros also not change. Before pull free, Mobius power not affect it either.
Right.
Lucky is simple contraption. What actually matter, Noah?
The will of the wielder.
If understand, then why ask?
Just who are you?
Riku, just Riku. Common variety Noppon.
And how's a common Noppon get his wings on this?
As said, received from Masterpon to keep safe.
Really?
What Noah possibly think? Riku mustered up some big fancy lie? Funny.
Nah, all good. We'll say I believe you.
Meh meh? Riku bothered by that wording.
Don't worry. I think I get it now.
Oh?
Nonetheless, Lucky 7 is something we'll have to cherish as we go on. Riku, thanks a lot.
Oh, Lucky 7. Oops. Sorry. Ooh, what do we got now? What? No way. What?
Marvelous. Deft motions with nary a sign of hesitation. The footwork, remarkable. Thee especially. Oh, how gladdened I am to have awoken thee. Miyabi.
Miyabi?
My most valuable puppet. Guide them forth with thy inimitable melody. These waifs, these immaculate strays.
They got the red. That's not good. That's very ominous, but they're also looking like they did when they died? Both Kamarabi and Miyabi, as we've seen in flashbacks, so, that's, odd. Alright.
Beyond here is the Atia region. Then it's onwards to the Cloud Keep.
On towards the
This
Cloud
has turned
Keep.
into a proper Ionios trotting adventure.
Alright, let's go. Yeah, we saw... Well, we know Miyabi presumably died, in Mio's flashback. She had to have, right? And then we saw Kamarabi die. Oh, this is nice. Capricorn Peak. Oh my goodness. The gang's all here. Swimsuits in winter. Okay. Just want to look at... Whoa! Floating rocks. Okay. That's a long way down. Alright. Oh, man. Capricorn Peak. What's up with Mio? I mean, she said she had something she wanted to do while we're here, and Noah's like, "Yep, we'll do it. We'll do it."
Whoa, nice one, Mimi!
Can't even get through that obstacle, Miyabi? Shouldn't have slacked in basic. 20 laps of the colony, and pick up the pace.
An Offseer? Really?
That's right.
But why? I was top of the rankings in all the training categories.
It's done.
But sir...
Enter.
Yeah, because
Miyabi.
Offseers work in pairs.
As of now, consider yourselves our official Colony Theta Offseers.
But Commander...
Understand, this decision is final.
So, did you score?
I guess.
So you can play it?
More or less.
That's so cool! And your part's so much harder than mine as well. I've been trying, but I'm struggling a bit with the start of the 12th bar.
Can we please just drop it.
Oh.
We play tomorrow. I just want to get it over with.
You're right, yeah. Sorry. Ah. Well then. I'll practice and make sure I've got my part down pat.
So we're getting the backstory for Mio
Shall we go,
and
Mia?
Miyabi. Here it is. Side story Mio, 100% required. This is just 100% required. God, this place looks beautiful. I love snow areas.
Whoa. Too cold for my blood.
Well, you're not the one in the swimsuit, so you need to hush your tone there, Ashira. Alright. Okay.
This was a nice find.
Yep, and also,
We used to look up at this
I do
place
know
in
the next
Colony
couple of
9.
hero quests too. So. Oh, we still got the eye patches now. We didn't have them like 2 seconds ago. It does kind of feel like... Well, I mean, we saw it earlier. Mio didn't really want to be an Offseer.
Hey! Nadia.
What's up?
Fine tuning? Yeah. Got another battle tomorrow.
Bit of a waste, And you're such a slick fighter, too. Can't believe they paired you with that klutz Miyabi. I don't know what the commander was thinking. At least you get to take it easy. Low risk of dying when you're in the rear guard. Nadia, we're waiting for you. Mission briefing? Cool, be right there. Later!
Yeah, Mio never really wanted to be an Offseer. But she just, like, happened to get stuck, quote-unquote, with Miyabi.
Guess we live to fight another day?
Come on, let's head back.
To be fair, we scored some good points today.
Tally's next week, was it?
This is all such a waste.
What is?
Everyone else is out collecting life. And here we are, noodling our tunes. What use are we, really? To the colony and everyone?
I think it's obvious. We can only truly contribute after death, is all.
After death, though. Isn't that just pointless? We could be playing our hearts out here, and nobody'd even see us.
Is that right?
Sure it is.
Mio, is that why you're here? For recognition? Is that why you're being an Offseer? For a commendation?
No, it's just duty.
You know, I'm actually glad I was born a klutz.
I bet you're just scared.
It is scary. Fighting. I am afraid to steal others' lives with my own hands. Actually, I'm impressed that it comes so easy to everyone else.
It's just natural. We all of us live to fight.
You're wrong. We just have to... We fight to live, that's all. Mio, have you ever touched a mote of light from a Kavesi? They're the same as ours. On the other side, the people live hoping the same things as us. It's a sad fate. Still, if we're forced to live this way, the least we can do is this.
Seems like Mio has learned a lot from Miyabi.
Fly high, ever higher. Goodbye. And thank you. To sound on the voices of the departed is an Offseer's purpose. It's not a waste at all. So long as those voices speak to you.
Voices?
Mio! Miyabi! Thanks, guys!
Oof. Chills. Well, I guess everyone's got their eye patches on. So, ooh, chills. So it really does feel like Miyabi, learned,
I wonder what's around here.
real quick that, like, fighting isn't everything. And as Offseers, like, the best they can do is see off the ones they've lost. So, whew, I'm getting chills just thinking about it. And shiny! I want the shiny.
These are lying around everywhere.
Oh man, look at this. Wow. Oh, the view is beautiful. I say that as it zooms in on Uni. What timing? Okay. Story. Yes, we gotta do Mio's side story.
Do exactly as I say.
Mio. Let's be Mio. Hi guys. Bye guys. We gotta go play in the snow.
This is the west route, right? And you say we'll find Colony Omega here?
Yeah. The colony I was at with Miyabi.
Oh, there's an ether sphere right there. Again, I really don't care much for Ino and doing her stuff, but we'll get there. Lots of coins, or you know, I'm gonna go with the Napon coins. I'm gonna get the Napon coins because I did go and spend a few coins on getting, just kind of topping off some ranks at level 10. So that's kind of what I did with the coins, because I didn't realize I was maxed out on Napon coins for a while, so. Yay! Cool.
Hear that, Noah? Lance wants something a bit meatier.
He always wants something a bit meatier. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Oh, there's the camp. In the snow. Hmm.
It's so cold, I might fall over.
Oh, you're the one in a bikini.
Should we take a breather?
Sounds good.
The cold of the Highlands is no joke. It would definitely be a good idea to rest up.
How about that spot over there?
Yeah, that looks good. Let's go.
Oh, I'm freezing. Mio, aren't you cold?
Still stubborn enough to stay here, but surely end up dead in snow pond.
still
Out in
bearable
chilly
for me.
cold. Meh, fluffy Napon, not
guess you
weak
hate
against
cold,
cold.
Uni?
Fluff, fur, and feathers keep out to chill. Snow. It snowed here earlier this week where I live. And snow's nice. Momama. Hello, hello. Look at the shop.
I suppose I should try and be thrifty.
Wait, I didn't want to talk to the trader pawn. I wanted to talk to Momama. We've come on behalf of Shill Shill. Did she give you a stone? We're here to take it back to her. Stone? Oh. Stone is lost. Of course it is. Oh, what? Momama was sleeping in tall tree and it fell down, never able to be seen. Friends can tell this to Shill Shill. We can, but is it okay to go without taking the stone back? It's annoying hassle, so it's okay. Shill Shill is majorly serious Napon, so probably she get angry. Oh well. Right. We'll just go tell her then.
We've made some new friends.
Okay, Colony Omega just ahead. Momama stopped by hoping to make sales of goods, but tragically no one play ball. Sad state of affairs. Okay.
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
Alright,
I've
let's
been
just
craving some downtime.
let's clean our clothes. What little clothes we have.
There we go.
How's my food? I have no current meal effects right now. Highly Pily Ocean's Bounty. That's what we will cook because I like having the CP boost. Especially since we're getting
All finished.
all these ascension quests and level 20. I don't want to level up. At least not yet. Discuss. We'll discuss the snow.
Everyone, a moment of your time?
And if we need to level up, we'll come back and do that. Snow's so pretty. I love it so much. See, this is why Senna's my favorite. I love the snows too. As long as it's not on the road and causing problems. Yeah, no. It's cold and it can freeze your ass off. Give me a sunny beach any day. Yeah, that's why you're in the bikini, Uni. Really? I much prefer it to the heat myself. Yeah, because you hate nice things, isn't it? Remember when you were all, ugh, it's so hot. I'm gonna melt into a pancake. I said no such thing. Oh yeah? I distinctly remember it. No more. Someone kill me now. I did not. Oh, that's right. Now I remember. When you're feeling cold, you have to try and move your body. Nope. No way. I've already gone on the defensive. I missed it. I'm gonna stay bundled up. Come on, just shout yourself warm. Yeah, right, I suppose. And I suppose Mio could have just yelled herself cool, huh? I just struggle with heat, alright? Same. Honesty is a virtue, love. I'll never hear the end of this, will I? Noah, what's this all about? Beats me. Oh, the snow. Yeah, winter is my favorite season. Because a lot of it, I don't like the heat. I really don't like the heat. I like looking at snow. Snow is nice. And also Christmas is in the winter, at least my half of the hemisphere.
Mio, can you tell us more about Colony Omega? I've had glimpses when we interlink. But what does it all mean?
Right. I'll try. Sana, is that okay? May I?
Yeah. I don't see a problem with that. You can tell them.
What is the story behind Colony Omega? I wonder if it's got something to do with Miyabi and Kamaravi and that
the three of us
Mobius
were
that
foot
we saw
soldiers in
earlier.
Colony Theta. One day, with no reason given, we were transferred to Colony Omega. We didn't fight. Rather, we were subject to daily examinations for no clear reason. Then one day, there was an accident. Mia, B.
Just wait. Mio, take this. I'm giving you my whole self. So please, live life in my stead.
Miyabi.
Thank you.
I couldn't do a thing. I wasn't any use. None at all.
Senna. Miyabi was a hero. All that an Overseer ought to be. She put it here, and she gave it to me. Truly a hero. I decided I'll find it for myself. I'll leave my mark on others and the world. This lifetime that Miyabi gave to me, I'll use it. Regret all you want, but the past can never be changed. But you can change who you are in the present. If I was stronger then, like now, I might have been able to save everyone. Is it wrong to think that?
Not at all. I feel you. I know I wish I'd been stronger back then.
So yeah, I want to go back there with that in mind. And now I have the chance.
Mia, what kind of colony is this Omega? I never even knew it existed.
Yeah, our side didn't know about it either.
We've got, what, 23 Acnean colonies in all? They go up to Sai.
Good intel.
Hey now! Don't go lumping me in with Lance. I took my education seriously.
Ah, shut up. Don't flatter yourself.
Colony Omega was an independent entity. It never engaged. The name it used was Agnian, but even that wasn't the whole truth. Omega's administrator was the Mobius Y. He was performing some kind of experiment there, using us as guinea pigs. I don't know what he was doing. M wasn't briefed on it either. All I can remember is that oddly glowing violet flame clock.
A colony that doesn't fight.
Never knew that was even a thing.
Wise restored it now. Colony Omega, I mean.
You know this from M?
Senna, anything to add?
I don't really know much about it. The accident happened pretty soon after we were moved.
I see.
Omega's existence, the tests, it was all Y. That's just the Mobius he is.
Oh!
Do share.
Mimi, remember? Didn't we see the same color on Ethel and Kamaravi's Veronicus? I could be wrong.
No, you're spot on. Good call, Senna. I didn't think of that at all.
Really?
Ethel and Kamaravi had their lives taken. And in that accident, so were the whole colonies. Most likely, Y was running experiments that could potentially prove fatal to us soldiers.
And now that the colony is back, we're thinking Miyabi's still in there.
Yeah. That's why I have to go. To end this, he's toys with our lives as he pleases for long enough.
Exactly. I'm with you. Let me go too.
We're all going, I thought. Right?
Yeah, obviously. Let's go, Mio. To Colony Omega.
Everyone, thank you. This time, I'll do the saving.
Oh, that's a lot of information to take in. Ooh. It's all purple.
The brilliance doth please. For ceaseless eons, we Mobius have forbidden a pace with this world. Yet with drawn-out abiding, many lost sight of the pith thereof, dissipating slowly, as doth the world. The brilliance of life is exigent,
That's not
more dazzling
creepy
than
at
now.
all.
If we wish to save the world.
What do you mean, save it? Save it from what? Alright, I guess we move on. Yeah, what are they saving it from? Like,
The new
for real.
Colony Omega's somewhere around here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's, you know what, fine. I'll fight you guys. He who corrects reality. Hello. I love this game so much. Yeah. Same. Where am I even? Okay, there we go. Yeah, I am absolutely loving this game. And I am also very entertained by the swimsuits right now. 666? Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, I really didn't want to fight, but I guess you leave me no choice, dudes. Come on. Come on. Why does Shira have such low health? Aha! I conquered you. Now what? You know what? Sure, we'll join the party. We'll join the party in Ouroboros.
Are you okay? What was this?
That barely did anything. Wow. Come on. There we go.
Too easy. Come
Nice.
after me, and that's what you get.
Aha.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
Aw, Tayam worries about her. How cute.
Well, hey, look at that.
Ooh. Behemoth fossil. Ooh.
No way. It really is Colony Omega.
Oh, it's
Yummy.
right there. Walking right into a rock. Favorite class and hero? Gray is pretty cool. We did his Ascension quest, Monday. Oh, Lord. My favorite class? Lone Exile's pretty good. Full Metal Jaguar's pretty good. Incursor is really good. As for a favorite so far, maybe Incursor, probably. There's a lot of them that I like. What about you? What's your favorite class and hero? Where am I even targeted? There we go. You can first. Yeah, this isn't too bad. I'm just gonna mow through. Where? There we go. Well, that was a great greeting. Same, and Cursor's my favorite class because of the instant break toggle combo. Nice.
They're a mixed unit.
But that's just not possible.
Possible or not, it's what we've got to deal with right now. We'll just have to adapt.
Unusual. They might be stretched thin.
Huh?
If it's like Neo said, then they've been running an experiment out of Omega.
These soldiers are evidently one of the results.
Jevis and Agnes. What kind of experiment could involve both of them?
I don't know. But I do know the answer lies ahead.
Favorite hero would have to be Leon. Okay.
We're sure to learn something
That's my
there.
second favorite class. Nice. I haven't really used his class a whole lot lately.
Surprise attack.
But I did use it for a little while, and it was pretty good. Yeah, I know there's a lot of stuff that I need to do for his Ascension quest, I think. But it's on the list to do, I think. I don't know yet.
Oops, they found us.
Alright, fine. Fine. We'll fight. We'll fight. Yeah, just from Gray's Ascension quest, he's become one of my favorites. Ashira's great too. Hence why I have her in my party right now. She's awesome. Yes, Ashira is awesome. I don't think I can do her Ascension quest until chapter 7, I don't think. I know you can't do her Ascension quest till like later, so. But hers is definitely on the list, because I'm liking the Lone Exile class. I'm really liking it. Well, here we are.
How surprising, an ambush.
Well, here goes. Thought she was Dunban's descendant at first. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if that is the case. It could be, but everything is alluding to Dunban, yes. There is a lot going on. Oh no. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. I don't like being so close. Uni's dead. What are you doing dead, Uni? Why am I even... Okay, he's launched. And also, just a little side note, I know the story of Xenoblade Chronicles 3. This is just my first time playing it. Yeah, there's a lot of 666s. There's a lot, and I'm not liking that. I'm not superstitious by any means, but anytime I see 666, bad things tend to happen. You know what? Sure, why not? We'll do a champion time.
I've got an idea.
Sure, we'll go Senna. That's right. That's her chain. Overkill! Now, I'm just gonna see what AoE arts I have. Not a whole lot.
I'm with you.
Sure. Oh, I could have just... You know what? Sure. I'll topple him. Why not? Why not? I can get a guaranteed amazing and bring everyone back anyway, so... There we go. Yeah! And also just, I know like favorite classes and heroes, but like out of the main 6... Thinking muscles, I gotta do the thinking muscles. Out of the main 6, Out of the main 6, I wonder who everyone's favorite is. Because I'm really loving Senna. Senna is great. And I honestly love Senna and Lance together. They're amazing. I love them. Senna's got the most, so sure. I do really like the chain attack music. I know I've said it over and over again throughout the game. I love Lance and Senna's class is broken. I'm sure I'll go back to Senna's class once we get her side story done. But yeah, I like her class a lot. The Uni. I wasn't paying attention to AoEs. But even like just as characters, Lance and Senna, without a doubt, are my favorites. I just love them. I love how adorable they are. Alright, Senna, take us home. Although the way she says Sidewinder is just a touch too much. Been a minute since I've seen the Ouroboros chain art of Senna's. It's been a while. It always pops up Lance's first. Mwamba?
Hacked. They've been reborn?
Yeah, they died at the beginning of the game.
If that was the case, wouldn't they be way younger? Mwamba looks like he did this term.
Mwamba! It's me! Lance! You know me!
I don't think so.
Stop it! Mwamba!
Kamaravi.
And now Kamaravi? What's going on?
Oh, we gotta fight them, don't we? Yep.
This melody.
Miyabi! It's Miyabi? Why?
So that's why.
Miyabi! It's me, Senna, your friend! We came to save you! You don't have to fight for him anymore! So stop and come along with us!
Save thy breath. The Revenants neither remember nor feel. Only the instinct to fight tooth and nail for survival. Normally, they would undergo basic conditioning in a cradle prior to being awoken, as you all once did. They would fight for 10 years before returning to Her Majesty.
What a piece of work.
Yeah, I'll say.
These younglings, they live for the sole purpose of battle. They are just as you are.
You're full of it. Our memories and feelings, they define us. They dictate who we are. When you take all of that away...
'Tis a phantasm. Fundamentally, memories and feelings are but tacked on extras, an afterthought.
Cut the crap!
Oh, they are as sheep. You are simply deceiving yourselves, wishing to divine some meaning from something that is devoid of it.
Why are you doing this? What's your goal?
Merely the betterment of life for Mobius.
What?
For such is Zed's humble desire.
Zed?
It is Zed who wove the fabric of this world. Consequently, we who are his avatars enjoy powers beyond mortal ken.
Mobius are Zed's avatars.
The gift I was imparted is the creation of flame clocks. Must I say more? I hold the life of every soldier in the very palm of my hand. Indeed, the flame clocks. They are part of my very being. Ethel and Kamaravi's flame clocks. Those were some of my finest work. Did they not thrill you? The ebb and flow of their lives.
You're kind of creeping me out, dude.
Then did it strike me. Like unto a flame, human life also doth glow and glimmer brightest just afore it is quenched. And hence, there can be no greater nourishment. Indeed, this flame clock is therefore my proudest creation. The final year, when life is at its most dazzling. A clock that gives rise to a sublime instant. 'Tis a flame clock most radiant.
Final year? So that's it. Muamba and Kamaravi, you brought them back close to their homecoming.
Why? This is all kinds of screwed up. I've never met anyone I wanted to punch more.
Yeah. Even for Mobius, he takes the biscuit.
What is the matter? Proceed with the killing. Let your function be fulfilled and kill. And I shall raise you up as many times as needed with my flame clock ablaze.
He's mad.
Come. Come. Let mine eyes feast upon the brilliance of your lives.
No thank you.
Here, anon.
No, thank you. Oh, it's all of them. That's lovely. That's lovely. The focus fusion. Oh, goodness. That's a lot of information. So, I'm trying to gather my thoughts at the moment. Oh, we're locked on to him. Okay. You're so upset during the beach episode. Hey there! Hey Matt. Yeah, this is quite the beach episode, don't you think? Yep, we made it to the snow mountain, and we're fighting people we thought were dead. Or should have been reborn as kids, but they're not. So yeah, that's quite the beach episode. So this dude thought it was cool, or he thinks, oh, they get the most fighting power when they're so close to death, and so he brings them back, and somehow gets them close to their homecoming, so he can get the most power out of them. I think that's what's happening. Hack's almost down. I do want to save my chain attack, though. You just said a lot of intense things there. Well, a lot of intense things happened. Kamaravi, you know what? Fine, we'll attack Kamaravi. And earlier in the game, we saw Kamaravi die. Like, we legit saw him die. Him and Ethel both. Nice. Okay. What's happening? Where am I? He's almost down. Kamarabi's down. Alright, Shantak, Miyabi. I mean, it's Miyabi. We'll go with Mio and Noah. And of course not broken. Everything just resists break nowadays, seems like.
I'm with you.
And this is a kind of the... What Y is doing is kind of the opposite of... whatever that one console was for Lanz's side story, where they think, or where they thought, the first term is where you get most of the power.
Check out what I've got in mind.
How about something like this?
This should be our plan of attack. Check out what I've got in mind. Alright, coming right up.
Thought we're dead and should have been reborn as children. What is happening in this beach episode? You know, I've never seen that anime before. I don't know much about it, honestly. You know what? Let's try again. Well, there's the overkill. There's the overkill, so... Didn't it break again? Really? Come on, people. Come on, where's the break top olden days? I mean, killed her. Killed, quote unquote. Senna's back in action. Alright, fine. We'll go with Ashira. I would really like Noah to pop up. That would be fantastic, please. So we can do Ouroboros. So I want Noah and Mio's. I'm adamant about it. Just to give me a chance. Just give me a chance at it. I would like for Noah's to pop up. I might barely do this. Depending on who's coming back. Who's coming back? Noah's coming back. Okay, we're... There he is! There's Noah. There's my guy. Nice. Yeah. It's commentary for sexual representation, basically. And Studio Trigger. A lot of very intentional fan service. You know? Alright. Alright, I think I've heard that about it, at the very least. But granted, I have seen some very intentional fan service before. So, if you know, High School of the Dead, if you know of that anime, I have seen it. Alright, wow. Repression, okay. Yeah. I guess we'll start with... Oh. Topple. We'll topple her. You know what? Yeah, we'll daze. Did you find your milk, kiddo? Yep, you got your milk. Good. You also don't need to be chugging it either. Because chugging milk is bad. Yep. Great way to finish this off with Noah and Mio's Ouroboros. That's a different type of fan service. It's kind of proving a point, but also still fan service. Okay, I gotcha. understand. I understand now.
Oh, Moamba, when did you get so strong?
Need to put that
Kamaravi too.
on
The last
my
time we
list
fought, he was in a
of
forest.
anime to watch, and there's a lot
But
of
he seems to be
anime on
even
that
more
list.
driven this time round. Sparks! Is this their fight or flight instinct?
Poor Miyabi.
No.
They're strong, all right. But that's all they are.
Huh?
The melody Miyabi used to play, it wasn't like this. There's no way it was ever this sad.
So then...
Yeah. They're hollow. There's no will behind their actions. It's not our old friends that we're fighting here. It's something else.
Good anime though, but I'd
An
recommend
astute
others before
observation,
it.
yes.
Okay.
It is so.
Gotcha.
Owing to the basic conditioning being lacking, their psyches are rather unstable. The melody you hear serves to prop them up.
So they're just
Anopsia
puppets then.
conveys peace to their cohorts. They enable them to realize dreams. That is what I focused my efforts on, and iterated.
You're
That's wrong.
kind of a creep, dude.
You can't use the Offseers!
Au contraire, au contraire. Behold for thyself. The mental instability is assuaged, and their movements adhere to the base specifications. Certainly, there is no will behind it, but will is an undesired side effect.
Miyabi just looks really sad.
Evil! You can't do this! Not to Miyabi! Not to our off-seeing rights! How dare you use them to your own ends?
That's a good tune. A Chris original?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
Maybe I'll pinch it as well.
You've got your own tunes, Noah. Those are just as good. Wonderful, I'd say.
Really? I only tweaked a few notes in a score from my previous colony.
It's not the
Just
notes
on
that
point.
matter.
Yes, it is.
It's the feelings you imbue them with.
Feelings?
Raw emotion. It resonates.
Mio! It's feelings!
Feelings?
It's the Offseer melody we've been playing. We just need to play it again now. She's an Offseer too. I know for sure it'll reach her.
Of course, yeah. Our melody. Just like always.
Yeah.
Understood. I'm taking the lead. You follow.
Noah, Mio, what are you...
Just trust him, bro.
Wow. Good thinking, you two.
Huh?
I'm saying this might actually work. Come on, guys. Defend. Lance. Senna.
All right.
Sure thing.
What in the...
Miyabi? Hear me? It's me. Mio. Remember? That day, when you first explained to me the purpose of an Offseer. Softly. That fateful day, when the lights of life danced into the sky. So high. Ever since that day, I've done my best. To play that melody you trusted me with. Miyabi, You gave me newfound life back then. Now, let it be my turn. Mio? Help me. Just wait, Miyabi. I'll be with you soon.
So do the eye patches come with some suit, or did everyone decide to give an eye for an eye? The eye patches were actually a plot point last chapter. I'll explain that later.
Huh? How can this be? Their memories, their minds ought to have all been scoured clean.
Why? An Offseer's melody. It's more than a sequence of notes. It is shaped by feelings. Those of the player and of the ones being played for. All I did was shape the feeling Miyabi passed to me. And play my heart out.
Inconceivable. You were able to override Zed's precepts. No Ouroboros should command that sort of power. The sword of the end. That's what's behind this reprehensible act. Well then, I shall just have to ascertain the matter.
Oh, Spark!
Oh, here it comes.
Now he steps in.
Okay, so the eye patches.
Chunkier than that K guy.
Ooh,
That is a lot of junk.
he's a chunky boy. So to explain the eye patches, in chapter 5, when we got to the
Then we
city,
can free the colony.
basically Mobius can find Ouroboros through the irises. You know how their eyes like glow and stuff. The eye patches act as like a signal blocker, so it covers whatever eye their iris thing is. So that way Mobius can't find them. So it was a big plot point, and we just have them on now so Mobius don't find where we are, because we're looking for one of the queens. That's what we're looking for. Mobius, why? All right. He's a chunk. This is probably not gonna be good. You want me, dude? Come here. Because I am a defender. I would like the aggro, please. Wow, it just zoomed in right on Uni's butt. That was great. I'm just hitting all the fan service moments. Makes sense. Pretty cool. Yeah, it is kind of neat. They all look pretty badass in their eye patches. It's even funnier in the swimsuits. Oh no! Where are you going? No. No. No, you want me. You want me, dude. No. Get off of Uni. I don't have time to wait for these guys. Like, nope, he resisted it because of course he did. I'm aggroed. Come on. He's broken. Nope, he's blocking everything. Come on, man. At least he's aggroed on me. That's good. Yeah, come on. Okay. Kira, we'll do. We got this. I know what you want when you put the sneeze on. Yes. Yes. You know, I want to try to get up to level 3 in our life and do a chain attack that way. No! No! Oh, I didn't even interlink. Oops. I may get a chance at another chain attack. I should have just had a tie on. Dang it. Nope, he resisted the break. Because of course, right? And also earlier, there was at one point, where it like was zoomed in right on Noah's butt. I think it was during a cutscene. Oh, now you're gonna be mad. Okay, fine. Oh, toddlers, they're like little drunk friends. Alright, yeah, we'll go with Ashira. No, yeah, let's try this again. Nope, still resisting the break. Physical defense down. I mean, he's just got that buff. It's not working out pretty good. Neo. Nice. Alright, now we get our most TP person back. Because we ended with a defender. Alright. There's Lance. Let's start with Uni. Okay. Yeah. Chance appears. Critical hit. No block. Okay. It's probably not on purpose, but I like to think the swimsuits add new camera angles. You know? Can I get the break? There we go! We got it. Nice. Well, it's always when you got the swimsuits on where you get the most compromising camera angles. Ooh, Lance and Senna, look at them. Alright. Let's topple you. I probably could have just waited. I really need to just clock in the most damage. I can hit the days. Or I can launch him, but launching would probably put me over 100, and I don't want that yet.
I'm with you.
Does Senna have anything? No, she just has the break. You know, let's just do the crit. There we go. We can probably get him launched afterward.
Hope you're ready for it. Stay right there. Got a surprise for you.
I'm convinced until you are in your 20s, the experience of life is being under the influence. Yeah? Like a pretty good, oh, yep, hit him right. Demon Slayer, right in the crotch. Yeah, I mean, toddlers are like tiny drunk people. Like, for real. Because I remember, I think I'd seen like a TikTok one day where it's like the stages of life. There's like the newborn stage where they like don't do anything. They just eat, sleep, and poop. Eat, sleep, pee, and poop. That's about it. That's all that newborns do. I'm dead. Hey Wes. Yeah, I'm dead. Lance, if you would, please. Thank you both. And then when you get to toddlers, they're like the tiny drunk friends. They're just tiny drunk people. Ready for Pokemon tomorrow? I'm getting super excited about Pokemon tomorrow. And, I mean, I'm not gonna stream tomorrow, because I've got stuff to do, but definitely on the move to stream. Come on, come on, come on.
Stay on guard for now.
And then after the tiny drunk people, is the like the always asking questions stage. Like they're nope, resisted. Where like they're always asking questions. Ooh, you have lucky 7. Nice. Man, I should have probably said you then. Because my oldest daughter is at that point where she's always asking questions. They're kind of annoying. Wait, why don't I have a Shira? That's not good. And then there's like the teenage years. You know, I don't remember exactly. Amazon sent it to me a day early for some reason. You know what? Take it. Take it and run with it. Why don't I have a Shira? What happened to a Shira? It's right there. What happened? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I'd take Amazon sending you it a day early. I'd take it. There was one time we had ordered like the Mario 3D All-Stars for the Switch, and they sent us 2 copies. They sent us 2 copies by mistake. We only ordered 1. So yeah, I ended up giving our extra copy to my brother for his kids to play. So, yeah. Amazon does weird things sometimes. Yeah, I'm gonna try and pick it up tomorrow while I'm out running errands. So, hopefully I can find it. Can I break you? Dang it, I can't break you. I don't know which version to pick up first, but we're gonna end up with both, I'm sure. Pretty accurate stages of life, yep. And now for us, me and my husband are in the stage where we don't know what the hell we're doing. That's just the young adult life, I guess. We don't know what the heck we're doing. Lucky 7!
This isn't the end.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and pick up Pokemon tomorrow while I'm out and about. So, hopefully they got it. I managed to get Sword and Shield on release day whenever it came out a couple years ago. A few years ago at this point. So, hopefully. Is it hard to find popular games where you are? I think it depends. Granted, when I picked up Xenoblade Chronicles 3 the day it came out, there was only 1 copy available. There was only 1 copy available and it was at Target. So, like, usually Walmart has a lot of copies of games, but I mean, I'm gonna try. I mean, it is Pokemon, so. Come on. Level 3. I'll switch it. Break. There we go. No one gonna top you? There's no one gonna top you. Telenar! Yeah, I think it just depends on the game and maybe day of the week, depending on when they restock or not. Whoop. Nice. You did it. I made it to 30 now, and I know even less, but I only moved out a year ago, so I don't know if I count.
Noah, it's time! Quick, set them all free!
Cut the flame block, now!
One copy, holy crap, that's rough. Yeah. I mean, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was a big deal.
Reliving their memories is no small feat. And how scintillating a display. Now, take that brilliance in hand and spread it wide. And in so doing, illuminate the world.
I'm just hoping I can at least get at least one version of the game. So, we'll see what happens tomorrow.
He got away.
Miyabi.
Miyabi! I've been listening all along. The melody you've been playing every day since then.
Yeah. Miyabi, thanks to you. I sent on so many voices to so many others. I'm not done yet. I'll keep going.
It was a gorgeous melody. Yours. And
Noah. Nice to meet you, I guess.
What a first meeting.
Though I already feel like I know you.
Noah, huh? Yours was very beautiful. Just like Mio's.
I owe it to this.
I mean, that is Miyabi's.
No, you hold on to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll wash it. It'll be as good as new.
Dummy, that's not what she was trying to say at all.
Wait, why am I...
Right?
From me to Mio. And from her to you. The feeling is passed on. Until you can make your voice truly heard. Please, keep it with you. Yeah?
I will. If that's how you feel, I'll be more than happy to keep using it.
Take care. Mio?
Huh?
You've become the greatest Offseer I've ever seen.
Oh, there's still room to grow. But at least I found my stride. Since I'm not alone.
Since you found Noah.
Could I, come with you?
Topless in the snow, it's a good way to meet.
Of course.
It sounds like a fan fiction, if
You're
you
back.
ask me.
Miyabi.
We really missed you.
Thank you. Mio.
I've
Senna.
really let fan fiction consume me, haven't I? We can't do anything about the snow, but we can't forget about Kamaravi and the others. Yeah, they must be pretty bamboozled. I'd be pretty bamboozled too. There's that, but also they're supposed to be... Ouch, Noah. Ouch. That's rude. Even if they wake up, they can't go back to their own colonies. Should we discuss this with Travis? If they're in the city, we don't have to worry about them bumping into old friends. And Mobius wouldn't be able to mess with them too easily either. Okay then. Hey, how are things? I actually wanted to talk to you if that's okay. More ridiculous tech, eh? Oof. Yeah, big oof. We destroyed their flame clock, so we shouldn't have to worry about the colony. But on the other hand... Right. What comes next for your friends is a different matter. I get it. I'll send some guys over as soon as I get the chance. And there's a crew on the scavenger mission close by. Thanks, that's a big help. We are planning on going to the Cloud Keep next. Gotcha. Should write how this show really have went down. Yep. And hello. Hello, Null. Hello. Welcome in. Also, thank you for the follow. Just wondering if they'll know to see the city people as allies. Yeah, sorry, that was a weird thing to say. Anyway, we made it this far, so let's hurry to the Cloud Keep. Yay! We completed side story Mio! Yay! Oh, we also got Miyabi! That's right! The Troubadour! And of course, who else but Mio, right? Yay! Class rank limit broken on Zephyr! Miyabi's class, Troubadour, role Healer. A unique healer that can speed up allies' art recharge speed. Ooh! Ooh, that's cool. Their talent art fully recharges every art of every ally. Ooh! A burst combo. While an enemy is dazed, hit them with an art that has burst reaction to purge their rage status. Dude. That changes everything. And increase the number of items they'll drop. Nice. When enemies become enraged, their attacks get stronger. You can use ZL plus left party on the burst combo route. Completing the combo will purge the rage status.
Should be fine to take it off now.
Okay. That's something. Let's go back in here. Characters. Oh, we've been at rank 10 here for a while. Let's... Oh, we're rank 10 there. Okay, cool. Miyabi! Arts. What arts you got? Empty shell. Fast recharge. Okay, cool. Snowdrift. It's a burst. Ooh, nice. And you gotta regenerate. Cool. What else? Twin moons. Auto check recharge. 70% chance to remove all buffs from target upon landing a hit. Okay, cool. And Shadow Parade boosts arts recharge speed by 25% and increase damage taken by 25%. Okay. Alright. Hold on, what? You're at 9, 10, 17, 13, 6, 10. Okay, so let's change. You can have that.
Leave the healing to me.
We're still on the swimsuits, that's correct. You.
I'll take real good care of the
You know,
bad
you could be a
guys.
defender. Lone Exile's cool. Yeah, no one else has Monica's thing. I kind of wanted that one. But you know what? Sure, we'll have 3 healers in the party. Sure, why not? What's back in here? I believe there's a quest here. I believe this is Kamaravi's hero quest. Because, I mean, we just saw Kamaravi. Yep, here we are.
Ah! I thought we injured him. Oh.
You can stop resisting now. Victory is already decided. Quietly.
Enough. You will find. I don't do as my foes bid me.
The enemies you seek. No more.
It's you.
Yeah.
Your senses returned suddenly. You must be feeling confused. If we startled you, we're sorry.
I'm sure Kamaravi doesn't have to worry about the
Everyone,
cold.
please put away your weapons.
Cold. Yeah, I think doing a lot of plot-related things in the swimsuits is definitely fanfiction material.
Mimi.
Mimi.
It's okay. It's Kamaravi. He wouldn't attack a defenseless opponent.
What makes you so sure?
I don't believe it's consistent with the warrior's way you follow.
You've got some guts.
His little cape phases through the ground.
You must want something of me. I'll hear you out.
I'll start from the end. We want you to come to the city with us.
City? Which colony is that?
Is it a colony? How to explain?
It's like a big colony.
It's a special place. Safer than where we are at present.
Yeah.
Of course, we don't intend to hold you against your will or force you into anything.
And what has it to do with me? What do you seek to gain from this?
We want you
I don't have my normal
to
green
live true
tea
to
today,
yourself.
but I have a cup of Pepsi.
True to? Explain.
Someone once showed us it was possible to live life as we wanted to. We want to pass it on and let you be free.
Free?
Are you okay?
I like how inconsistent the eye patch
nothing.
detail is. If we're
Just a
doing
little
anything
twinge.
on the main story,
Could it
we
be
have the eye patches, but if
Miyabi's
we're not,
lingering
we don't have
influence?
inconsistencies.
This is innate. I can't see through it, but it's fine.
Remember the fight with P&O?
It could be from that. That pain was the price. What Kamaravi paid for freedom. Or maybe still does.
About what you asked of me before. I have one condition.
Which is?
Promise me that they will receive the same treatment as I.
Yes, of course.
That was our intent from the start. You needn't worry on that.
I thank you.
Kamaravi's
Whatever the
pretty cool.
circumstance we find ourselves in, the crucial question is always, how do we live? They will realize it too, before long. I wish to find the path I should tread, to discover my warrior's way. For now, we are traveling companions, headed for this place you call the city.
Thank you. You will be welcome there.
By the by, Kamaravi, how are you with heights?
In what sense?
I thought you might be startled, so I wanted to give you a heads up.
You'll understand when you see it. We'll let you know once we're ready to go.
Understood. I await eagerly.
A twist of fate. All right.
Radiant flame clock.
Isn't it funny?
Alrighty.
Our being together here like this. It's partly
Okay.
thanks to this
Sorry
thing.
about that. Okay.
We've made some new friends.
Gotta talk to the pilot here. Alright, hello. You guys heading to the city? Let's go. I mean, we got skip travel, we're fine. We can come back here in a blink of an eye. Excuse me. Yeah, Kamaravi's pretty cool. I really like his design. Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing? And my 1-year-old's being silly. Yeah, I don't remember everything that goes into Kamaravi's hero quest, so I'm kind of flying blind right now. I just remember we take him to the city. That's it. And I think Ethel is involved somehow. Because, I mean, yes, we saw Ethel die, but she got reborn, and she's a tiny child. So... I think it involves Ethel somehow. Because, I mean, Ethel and Kamaravi were, like, rivals. And they also died together. So...
I am a leaf on the surface of a lake. I am a stone,
yeah.
warming in the sun.
That's right.
I am the clouds on a windless day. I am the reed that bends but does not break.
I take it he doesn't like plane rides.
You can relax. We've landed now.
Guess he didn't like heights after all.
Funny, considering how gung-ho he was riding
How
around
does
in
life
his
work
Pharaonic.
in this universe?
Yeah, okay, but
So
I don't think we should talk about the past in front of him.
On Uni's chest there is a little
He's just
mark.
being born.
It's got like a little red
in a
dot.
10th
On
term
Lance's
body.
chin, back of
I'm
Noah's
sure he
hand,
just wants to
they all have
focus on
these
the here and
marks.
now.
And these guys live
What are you
in
smirking
terms. And
Oh,
they live up to 10 years.
You're a genuine good egg, Uni.
And if you make it to the 10th year, you make it to your homecoming.
Hey there.
Which you are returned to the queen.
Hey, Travis.
But if you
Man, am I glad to
if
see
you're
you
killed,
guys. Something terrible's
you get
happened. You won't believe
recycled.
it. Oh, but
And
no
we
word
didn't
of
know
it to
that
the
plot
boss
point
lady
till
yet.
like chapter
My
5.
salary's on the line here.
That's a corker of a preamble, mate. You gonna actually tell us what's going on?
Somebody opened one of the cradles.
So they're basically in like
You
this
think it was
weird
an
cycle.
intruder? I don't know.
But basically,
But there
they
weren't
can
any
only
obvious
live up
signs
to
of
10
it.
years, and they're trying to find
The
a way
soldier
to
inside has gone missing as well.
basically break it.
Someone you knew, I gather. It's oh, come on, it's on the tip of my tongue. You know.
But
What's
then
her
the
name?
people of the city,
with the silver
they
hair.
live like normal
No
people
way.
would.
Ethel.
Because
That's
there's
it,
little
Ethel.
kids, there's old people.
why
They
is all
live
this happening
longer
on
than
my
10
watch?
years. So
Oh, never mind.
it is
Now's not the time for
possible.
reflection.
If such is the situation, I shall assist as well. Where shall we look? What?
We were just surprised that you were so, concerned.
I am so recently of a cradle born. It may be some kind of fate at work. This soldier named Ethel, she may also find herself at a loss.
Ethel.
So he didn't actually remember.
And also, you, good sir.
Huh? Me?
You must be
It's
frightfully
pretty dope. Laura's
exhausted.
luring me in.
Do not push
Yes,
yourself.
get the game.
Please.
Get the game. Play
Hey,
it.
watch
It's
it,
so
fella.
good.
I know I'm no spring chicken, but there's no need to rub it in.
Sorry, mate. He's just been
And
born.
also,
pretty
Xenoblade
sure he
Chronicles
didn't mean
3
anything
got
bad by
nominated for Game of the Year.
Anyway, moving along. Movement
So
in
it's
and out
that
of the
good.
city is strictly regulated. So if there were any incidents reported so far, both the perp and Ethel must still be somewhere inside.
Yeah, you're right. Let's first search for clues in the module warehouse.
Good luck to you, whippersnappers. In the meantime, we'll take custody of the friends you contacted about.
They're called Mwamba and Hacked. What's gonna happen to them?
They're not quite back to themselves yet, right? We'll give them a checkup, make sure all there. And after that, well, keep them under observation, I suppose. Either way, you can leave them with us.
We leave them in your able hands then.
Yeah, sure thing. They'll be safe as houses.
Yeah,
I'll be in the
they're
war room.
good.
Keep me abreast of any developments.
Kalmaravi has temporarily joined the party. Hooray.
High places sap my resolve.
Oh, where?
High places sap my resolve.
I'm sure they do, Kalmaravi. Where are we going? What's the closest? We're here. Alright, fine. We'll go the long way.
High places.
Yes, we
sap
get
my
it,
resolve.
Kalmaravi. You don't like heights.
Oh, right. Well, I mean, it sort of makes sense.
Alrighty. We. Okay. Game of the year based on the answer to this question. What does Grace? You know, I wish the heroes had swimsuits. I wish. It's only the main cast, but I wish they had swimsuits. But I mean, I would probably imagine Gray being like just still super covered up anyway. So.
Well, it really is empty.
It's definitely Ethel's module. But why would anyone want her?
If we want to know that, we just got to catch him. And what do you know? They left us a clue. Nice of them.
There's footprints all over the place. They seem to be in a rush.
They're not Ethel's, are they?
No, I
But
know.
then whose?
We only have to
I
follow
really
them
wish
to
the
find
heroes
out.
got their own swimsuits.
They can't have gone too far. Let's get going.
9 out of 10 unplayable.
Walking
I
around
know,
with
that
dirty
makes me
feet.
upset.
Ugh, disgraceful.
But these footprints,
think
I
that's
wonder
probably the least of their
if Ethel just broke free on her own and started wandering around. I'm pretty sure that is the case. Where are they going? Cheeky little thing. Shoving me like that. Yeah, I think it was Ethel that just
Let me
broke
check.
free.
It appears we can pass through here.
All right.
Yeah, Gray is pretty great. Yeah, I really don't remember what goes on in this hero quest, so I just remember it's got something to do with Ethel. More ladder climbing. Climb, climb, climb. Alright. How did she get... Oh, goodness, Ethel. Come on. Oh, God. No! Alright, I gotta follow the dang footprints. Yeah, I gotta follow them. Dang it. I fell off. That wasn't the smartest thing. Yep, I had to get up there to do it. Supply stockpile. Oh. Oh, there is a container here.
Let's just sneak a peek.
This should prove useful later.
Let's put it away for safekeeping.
Alright. Ethel, where are you? Oh, hello. QBB?
What QBB do now?
Oh no, QBB.
Excuse me?
Remember? QBB, sorry. Sorry, so sorry.
We haven't even said anything yet.
QBB, no, without saying. Friends come looking for naughty boy QBB.
Oh, we were looking for you.
QBB never meant to do any harm.
Oh,
QBB just...
I think I got it.
Just want to enjoy a game of ultimate hide and seek.
I get it now.
Hide and seek. What is that?
It's ultimate pastime of daringly go and hide where not allowed to go.
Daringly? Defying a prohibition?
QBB, please asking to not make scary face.
So why did you open the cradle then?
When get on panel, it opened by self.
Yep, that's
And
what
when
happened.
it opened, girl, wake up. QBB, really, truly sorry.
So now Ethel's just wandering about really confused, probably.
We get it now, so wipe your tears. Look, you're getting your tummy wet.
Oh, he cares.
And what happened afterwards? Did you go somewhere with the awoken soldier?
QBB gets scared and flee from scene of hide. But can tell Morley or Leslie where she go. QBB think it direction of Centrillo Parade.
Okay.
I am the morning mist in a pine grove. I am Mithrice, growing across seasons.
Oh, Kamaravi.
Friend okay?
Don't
No.
mind him. He's just, trying to maintain his cool.
He's scared of heights.
I updated Travis on the situation. He says he's coming to collect QBB.
Okay.
Is QBB in serious troubles?
No.
I don't expect him to be too severe, but you will need to do some repenting.
Meh, meh, meh.
Let's leave QBB in Travis's hands and go track down Ethel. She looks quite distinctive. Someone on Centrillo Parade should have noticed her.
You are right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, let us go.
let's go.
We've made some new friends.
Let's find Ethel. Let's go find her. She's probably scared out of her mind.
Ethel!
That was fast. Oh, there she is.
I barely caught you in time. You're not
QBB is
hurt.
giving off strong Dobby vibes. Yeah, I can agree with that.
I think I know you.
What's wrong with you?
Nothing. I just can't see. Anyway.
Kamaravi. You're smoldering Kamaravi.
Ethel, you recognize him?
I have to go somewhere? I have to. But why?
Take it easy. Let's take our time, yeah? We'll help you look. No problem.
Now comes the tricky part. What do we do from here?
What can we do except foster her in the city? A first termer won't be any use in a fight.
Do you find that acceptable?
I don't know.
I have a proposal. Would you leave her with me for a while?
Wait, you're saying you want to look after Ethel?
Just until she settles on her own path. I want her to have that freedom. I don't know why, but I feel it strongly.
For now, let's see what Travis thinks. As the city's concerned too, we shouldn't decide alone.
Travis, I fear we will wear him out again.
It's not fatigue that guy struggles with. You know what? Forget it. Maybe just don't say that to him, yeah? He's kind of touchy about it.
I understand. I will mind my ways around him.
Well, this certainly took an unexpected turn.
We gotta talk to Travis. Where?
We can't allow the lost to founder. Allow me to take charge.
Alright, where is he? Yeah, that's right. War room. He's in the war room. Yeah, where's your shoes, kiddo? Alright, Travis. What do you got for us? Your other shoes.
Ah, well, I guess I mostly understand. Are you sure you can handle child rearing?
Child rearing? What is that?
In a nutshell, I'm asking if you're capable of taking responsibility for the proper upbringing of this little princess.
I'm not princess. My name is Ethel.
Too precious.
If you would consent to it, I will serve for the good of the city. I am sure I have my blind spots, but I always complete the duties assigned to me.
I'll help too.
But you cannot fight.
I can be your eyes, though. I can see that which you cannot. No?
By the flames. Spirited, isn't she?
Oh yeah, too spirited, I'd say. Look, let me bend your ear a little.
You don't think it's going to work?
It's not really my position to think anything. Right. Well, I'll try talking to Monica then. Oh, okay, fine. I get it. Let's do this. I'll take care of Ethel, and instead we'll have Kamaravi help out on the combat side. That'll be perfect, don't you think? Hey? Hey? You're that scared of Monica? I'm scared, all right, but I'm not just trying to cover it up from sheer terror, okay? It's just that woman takes on way more than she should. I bet she doesn't know how to take it easy. So I figured,
There's a lot of people that don't
I'd
know
lighten
how
her
to take
load
it
by
easy.
doing it more at least.
Your warrior's way is unimpeachable, sir. I will never forget your kindness. Be sure, the debt will be repaid.
Oh yeah? Well, make it 100-fold then.
Don't get greedy, Trav.
I mean, Kamaravi's a good dude.
Oh, we're doing nicknames now. How about we start with Lieutenant Travis and go from there, eh?
Also, Ethel seems like a very snarky kid.
Don't sweat it.
No, this is truly a grave debt. Especially Tyon. You said I should live true to myself. I haven't discovered exactly what that means yet, but now I understand what you meant at least. And am grateful to you for setting me on the right path.
Oh, yay.
You were the source of the spark that set my flame alight. Thank you.
Tyon, he's talking to you.
I know. I just never in my life thought I would be on the receiving end of this kind of speech. The future. Really, it is a foreign country.
Huh. I suppose it is.
I'm sure in time you and Ethel will find it. The right path. The right code to live by.
Yes. Until such time, I, Kamaravi, remain ready to do battle for the city. And for you as well.
Yay, quest complete! Just in time, too. For so many twists and turns, Ethel and Kamaravi decided to live on and survive together. Yep, this is fate at work. Kamaravi!
Have a close eye on Ethel.
The Seraph class, and of course, Tyon is our inheritor. Alright, Kamaravi's class, the Seraph, the role attacker, becomes more powerful with each hit taken. Utilize self-damaging arts to maintain high attack power. So, Kamaravi is... There's some kind of equivalent I'm trying to think of, and I can't remember what it is. Like, the more damage he takes, the more he dishes out. So...
Oh, so that's how they're doing.
So, yeah. I guess we're gonna end off our beach episode in here. So... So this was pretty fun. We got Mio's side story done, we got Miyabi, and we got Kamaravi. So, yeah, I think we're gonna end it here for today. Thank you for coming out and hanging out for the beach episode. You know, I might just keep the swimsuits on, you know? I might just keep that on for now. We'll see. But let's see. Tomorrow there's no stream. No stream tomorrow. I've got a lot of stuff going on. More than likely come back to stream on Monday. On Monday. So, Monday might be Pokemon. It might be Pokemon. Let's bank on Pokemon unless something happens. So, which version? I don't know. So, and I'll probably more than likely play Xenoblade on Tuesday. So, I don't know what the week's gonna look like next week because Thanksgiving is coming up. But, definitely, I'll try for Pokemon on Monday. So, let's see if we can find some raid. Alright, so I think we got someone to raid here. They're currently playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3. They're in Chapter 5. So, let's go give them some love, and we'll see ya next time.